Ba-dum, bum, bum. Windy pig, oh, windy, 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 windy pig, oh, windy, 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 windy pig, oh, windy, 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 windy pig, oh, windy, windy, windy pig.
Welcome back to my garage of garages. So last video we were just doing that clutch on the moped. It's back together, and I think it feels a bit better. But I'm wondering maybe I was wrong about it not being able to drag. It's funny. Clutch seems to move freely on the hub or the clutch basket, but it doesn't spin sort of free. And I'll have to look into that. I think maybe it's where it's supposed to be, especially once you've got that flywheel on. And it's quite a big flywheel, and that belt, which is quite heavy. But either way, by the by, it's off and back together again, so that'll run that as it is. Now, the rear wheel was the other problem I found. So my initial concern was that it wasn't spinning very well, and I thought that might be rear wheel bearings. Now, it probably wasn't. It probably was just that clutch, but when I spin this wheel, I don't know if you can see this. We probably can't even see it anyway. If I spin the wheel up, I can feel crunching. It feels crunchy. And that's crunchy isn't good for bearings, as you will know. Bearings should be nice and smooth. But these run cup and cone bearings like a bicycle would. Now, I've already taken the lock nut. There's usually a locking nut. So these, let's think about this. The way cup and cone bearings work is instead of like a regular bearing where you've just got it sat in two races with barrel bearings inside of it. These are two little cups. Well, a cup and a face. So I'll show you what it looks like inside. See if this helps at all. Out of the way a minute. Let's see what I'm bloody doing. So you take this bit out here. And this is the cone bit of the cup and cone. And you'll understand why when I finally wind it all the way off. Come on, idiot. Faster, 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 faster. Basically, the way this works is there are, as you will see, hopefully in the camera, a load of bearings in there, sat in a cup, basically, in a ring, and this cone, you sort of tighten that down onto the bearings, and you've got one of these either side, and two lots of bearings either side, so a lot of bearings each side, and this all clamps together, and that gives you, I suppose you would call it preload, but you basically, you get the pressure right, and you can see I'm missing. I'm not that I'm missing them, but they're little bearings and they're out of alignment, which isn't good. Yeah, that one's, well, they're moving a bit, but they're out of alignment. So hopefully, I'm going to clean it up a little bit and see what I've got. I'm fairly confident, this dust seal should lift out. That should just expose where the bearings are, the ball bearings. And I can lift the ball bearings out and I can have a look at that in a bit, see why it's crunchy. Or is that going to come out there? Or is that one piece? Well, we fuck it. See if we can hoover that out of there, shall we? See if we can hoof that out of there. Might come. Get a bit of persuasion. Get something longer and flatter. Oh, don't want to lose any bearings there is a problem. What if I can get these out of here without... No, I probably can't. Let's get that cup out first. Where's my great big fucking flat driver? I had it a minute ago. I was using it for some hit. Come here. There it is. There we go. Right. That might need to be replaced now. I think I've damaged that. Oh, fuck that, I. Well, luckily, it's just a metal washer. Yeah, the grease in there is fucking disgusting. So you can probably flat that down and put that back in again. Right, now I've got to try and get all these ball bearings out of here. Let's put them in something. I'll count them as we go. I always count bearings, ball bearings, as they come out, because then you can count them back in again. No, that's not going to do it, is it? Let's try the magnet on this. Oh shit, that's not going to help. Let's try the magnet on a stick technique. See if we can get this in there. One of these. One. $11. 11 seems like a weird number. That's what we've got. Right. Let's carefully turn this over to the other side. So as you can see, so that's the matching cup on the other side. So the two clamped together on the two sort of matching cone. The two cones you tighten up together to get the preload you want, or the tension you want, whatever you want to call it, on the ball bearings on the inner face. So this should be an easy one to get out, hopefully, because it's a bit less shut in there. There we go. It's come out nice and easy. So we're going to replace. I think we'll flat that down again and see how bad it looks. It's got a bit of a crack in it, unfortunately. That might be worth running again. Might take the other one, but either way, right. Let's get these bearings out of here. So 11 in the first one. Hang on, let's write it down before we forget. That's what we say. Sprocket side 11. 2. 3. There's 14 there. 12 and 14. Something's gone awry with either my counting or these bearings, but I will find out how many it should be. It will be listed somewhere, I'm sure. This grease in here is fucking disgusting. But actually, the cup itself looks to be in nice condition, which is good. So I reckon the crunchiness was just the fact that there's shit and dirt and crap in it, which is good news. I'm going to find out how many ball bearings that should be, because obviously counted that wrong. I've got a box of ball bearings somewhere, a bag of ball bearings somewhere. I should be able to put them back how many they should be. But that could be why it's crunchy. If the wrong amount of ball bearings would do it, or the wrong amount of or ball bearings that are damaged. But actually, that looks pretty good. It's just a lot of shit and grit and dirt in here on that. Obviously, those dust seals can't be very good, or it wasn't done up properly. And just let a bit of dirt and shit in. I've got a little jar somewhere, I hope. I can, maybe not. What we'll do is we'll just drop a little bit of petrol. Should have some petrol down here. Just clean those ball bearings up as well. Just put it over the garage. It's good. Need a little bit, get them cleaned up. Get in trouble making that place some of the petrol. Oh, that's 2-stroke. I've got that mixed up. Oops. Right, now, I wonder if the book states how many bearings should be in the rear wheel. Probably not. Alignment for the crank and things. Anyway, rear wheel. Good. Doesn't tell you how many ball bearings it should be. Well, let's count how many we've got again, shall we? 24. There's 26 there. So let's hope 13 each side does the job. I don't think I've got any bearing grease at the minute. But we'll use Molly grease. It should do it. Let's clean up these spindles first as well. Let's have a look at the faces on these. These all look pretty good. There's some, you can see some markings where the bearings run, but nothing that would stop me using them again. I don't think. Yeah, same on that side. Nothing that'll stop me using them again. So that's good. So that's cleaned out. We'll flat that. Let's clean these washers and flatten them down again. Put them back in. See if they'll go back in or not. Should be alright. Let's flat that back down again on the base. I reckon we'll get away with that. So we'll put that back in again. This one's fine. They're not really proper. Maybe not. Maybe I will replace that. A very small cut. Don't know what it comes up in the camera. It's like a little, just where I've fucking animaled it, getting it out. Problem is, like I'd say replace it, but I don't know how easy it's going to be to get hold of one because these aren't. You don't see. I mean, I've never seen one of these for sale anywhere. And the Ariel 3 uses a different set of wheels, so I'd have to probably buy a whole other wheel to get one of them again. So I fit it. I reckon we'll get away with it. I think we're going to have to really. I think we're just going to fill that with grease and hope for the best. Really, can't see another way of doing it. Can't think. I can't. Well, do you know what? I won't fit it now. Maybe I will fit it now. I don't know what to do. What I'll do is I'll have a look online. I'll measure this up. See if I can find a flat washer that exact size. Maybe these wheels are using some of the mopeds as well. But it should go back in again, right? I think if I tapped it in. And yeah, I haven't got the bearing grease. I've only got this lithium moly grease, which isn't really ideal for bearings. Need a heavier grease, really. So, unfortunately, that's it for the minute. Until I can get some heavy grease and some, maybe another washer. That's it, I think, really, for the moped at the minute. It's sort of in the way. Still getting the wheel back on it. And it's Christmas, so I can't get anything. Oh well, sorry about that. That's a bit of a short video, a bit of a disappointing one. But I will see you next time.
Ba-dum, bum, bum. Windy pig, oh, windy, 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 windy pig, oh, windy, 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 windy.